Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, help us hit 10,000 by making sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button so you're not missing any of these reactions, any of my vlogs about my mental health journey, or any of my celebrity interviews about their mental health journeys. Today's reaction is going to be Holy Wars by Lovebites. I know absolutely nothing about them other than they're a girl group, and I needed some girl power today. So this is not a Patreon request, but I'm going to go ahead and link my Patreon below because I have something huge in the works that I think is going to make a big, big, big difference in the mental health community with the mental health movement and in helping shatter the mental health stigma. So that is where most of my Patreon funds are going to be going toward in the following months, though I will still be doing other projects. Remember, every single dime of my Patreon goes toward my mental health outreach, but this is going to be my big focus, and I'm hoping that I will be able to announce it in the next couple months and then launch it in the fall, but I am very, very excited. So like I said, I will go ahead and link my Patreon below, but I am just needing some girl power today. I'm just needing that female empowerment. So I am going to react to Holy Wars by Lovebites, going in blind, don't know anything, so let's rock this. I feel like you guys are getting kind of used to that, right? Me just going in completely blind. Okay! Ooh. Well, that ain't the Spice Girls, is it? Oh my god, this is so fun. This is amazing. I love it. And it's that high energy and that power that I needed. Their confidence is off the charts. The talent is off the charts, but I don't need to say that. So I'm going to dive into the lyrics a little bit. I really think that this is kind of talking about that doom and gloom that we get stuck in. The look at the black clouds, the rain clouds that kind of signifies the sadness, the depression, the just looking at the negative side. Although I love black clouds, I love rain clouds, but I know symbolically that signifies a lot of doom. People think of that rain cloud over someone's head, they think of bad luck, they think of things like that. And the singing "O Gloria" to change the prophecy, I think, is people trying to find faith in something to alter what they're perceiving to be this negative future and all this doom and gloom from watching the news and social media, and just fear in general brings about a lot of doom and gloom and anxiety, about a future. And it's so common now that we're just doom scrolling. I really do not participate in that, but I know a lot of people that just sit there and doom scroll their social media, almost looking for negative things. So of course you're gonna find them and you interact with them, so then you're gonna see more of it because that's how the algorithm works. But I love we're the warriors, we're the metal warriors fighting the darkness for our sisters. Was what I heard. So I think that that's amazing that they're just saying, we see what's going on, and we're here for you. And I'm already just absolutely taken in by the energy, so I'm excited. She's gorgeous. Into the gates of hell we march. So I think that that's almost, they're walking right into it. They're just taking it head on instead of running from it, because that's what heroes do. Think about it. When you think of firefighters, when you think of police officers, they go toward the disaster, so that they can try and help. The people that turn away are the people that are scared. And I remember there was a show I don't know how many of you remember in the 90s, Touched by an Angel, and I vividly remember the main angel, Monica, saying, evil thrives when good people do nothing. And sometimes we have to walk toward the hell, we have to walk toward the discomfort, we have to lean into our emotions, into that fear to be able to move forward. And I know that's like sometimes that you just have to march right into hell to get through it, like to get to the other side. I think that that's an awesome line. I really, really liked that. There be light! We are one for all and all for one forevermore. So I was right that this is about community. This is about sticking together. Exactly like we're doing here on the channel and letting people know that they're not alone, that we have to band together as communities to move forward and to make sure that no person is left behind. I just absolutely love the lyrics. I love the energy, but let me just take a moment to acknowledge the talent, because a lot of the times I don't pay too much attention. I've said that in my Nightwish videos. I don't pay too much attention to the guitars, the bass, and the drums and whatnot, because I'm just very connected to lyrics. I'm certainly not ignoring the talent, but for the most part, I'm just very attached to lyrics because that's where the emotion really resides for me. But in this case, I'm just sitting there blown away by the drummer, first and foremost. I kind of have a tendency to ignore the drummers, even when they're very talented, because I dated one that left kind of a bad taste in my mouth. But the drummer here is just blowing me away. I love how confident they all are, and how they're clearly not afraid at all to stand up and speak out. They're not afraid at all to just put themselves out there, and I love it. But yeah, the talent is just unreal. And I'm noticing here that they only have 54,000 subscribers. Why? Because they're incredible. Absolutely incredible. I am just smiling like a Cheshire cat ear to ear here. Yes, the world is beautiful and it's worth fighting for. I hear so often, especially here in the comments, what's the point? Why are we fighting? Why go another day? Because this world and each and every one of you is worth fighting for. I am here because I believe that every person is worth fighting for. That's why I share my story. That's why I share my blood, sweat, and tears here, is because I think that people, even though I don't like them sometimes, and I have a hard time connecting with people, I still don't think anyone's a lost cause, and I very much believe that people are worth fighting for. And even though we look around and we see the world as this dark place, because that's what we're fed on the news, and that's what we tend to see, you know, we lock into our memory all these negative experiences, and then we kind of start to see through that lens. But the world is so, so beautiful, and coming from someone who a couple years ago was ready to end it all, I'm so glad I didn't, because I got to hang out with goats this morning after a bike ride with my son. I got to stand in this storm last night that was just so beautiful, whipping my hair about and just feeling so much love and so much positivity, and thinking, I'm so glad I didn't do that. I am so glad I didn't do that. I was worth fighting for, and I'm glad that I realized that before it was too late. And if there's anyone right now that's feeling like life isn't worth fighting for, the world's not worth fighting for, well, I'm right here with these beautiful warriors ready to stand up for you and for the world and for good. And It's just, oh my God. This is exactly what I needed to hear today. I'm definitely saving this song immediately to my Raise the Vibes playlist. Oh, what? Power! You take it in, girlfriend. You deserve it. Just gotta put that jaw up there. Okay, unpopular opinion, but I'm one of those people that usually when a guitar solo or something happens in a song, I'm sitting there going skip. I just want this part to be over. I want to get back to the lyrics, but I'm just sitting there almost not wanting the song to end, just loving that power with these girls. That's girl power. That is girl power, and I'm so grateful to be introduced to yet again another group that I would have never thought to seek out on my own. I'm just stumbling over my words. Just had to pick my jaw up off the floor back there, but I'm just stumbling over my words. I got the girl power I was looking for, but thank you. I am so grateful to have more energy, more positive energy through this music in my life. And I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you're reacting to a lot of songs that are depressing or that are about these very heavy topics." And I try to mix it up, just staying to the mental health realm. But this was definitely happy. This was definitely one of those things that just raised my vibes through the roof. So I have this playlist called Raise the Vibes, and that's where I put a lot of these songs that are very uplifting, that are very positive and optimistic. And even though the beginning of it was sounding kind of doom and gloom, I realized that it was talking about the perspective and whatnot, where a lot of people are, where a lot of people are stuck thinking there's no hope, there's no future, that they have no faith in anything. And I'm not saying it's necessary to have religious faith, but they don't have faith in anything, and they think that there's nobody out there and that there's nothing to live for. And I think that this song had a beautiful message to the contrary, and it's exactly the message that I promote here on the channel. Is there's always some tiny thing to live for. If I had just that one moment where I have that ear to ear Cheshire grin, that's totally worth it. I don't have to be anything else. I don't have to have a million subscribers. I don't have to be mom of the year. I don't have to do any of that if I can just connect to those moments to smile. So a lot of people say, what's the point? And she was acknowledging that. And a lot of people question, what's the point? What's the point of fighting? Well, the point of fighting is because there are positive things and positive people to connect to. And I encourage you to find some people down in the comments below. When you're sharing your mental health story, because that's what we do here, is we share our mental health stories. That's how we shatter the stigma. This time, I encourage you to take it one step further and find someone in the comments below that you can connect to and talk to, that maybe shares a similar experience, or maybe you just understand them, or maybe you just see that they need an extra bit of hug, an extra acknowledgement. Find them down below. Find your buddy, because we are all here together. And I'm feeling like a warrior now, so I'm just in love. I feel like I'm in love. I feel that euphoria you get when you have that new love and you're just floating on cloud nine. I feel very floaty with this song. I know that's kind of a funny thing to say, especially because it was so I don't even want to say heavy. It wasn't heavy. I'm assuming that they are metal would be the genre, but it didn't feel heavy to me. And that's really interesting because I've never particularly delved into much metal or anything, because I feel like it's often just heavier than what I'm looking for, and to be frankly honest, sometimes kind of hard to understand, but I understood all of her. I will say that there was a reference in there that I really liked, because it just caught my attention. The dying moon, the morning star and the dying moon. So morning star, all my friends are going to smile right now, because morning star being a biblical reference to Lucifer, but the dying moon was what actually caught me, because most people probably don't realize that the dying moon historically refers to a time of slaughter and a time of hunting. So that was historically what a dying moon stood for. So just the reference of having the morning star and the dying moon together was not lost upon me. I thought that was really interesting, and I don't know if that's the reference that she was going for, but do they write their own music? Somebody let me know. I want to know if they write their own music. I'm definitely going to be delving more into them, and I will be one of their subscribers. I don't know how these girls only have 54,000 subscribers, but go follow them. I'm going to link them in the description. Go follow them. We need to get them up there and get them known, because they deserve our support and whatnot. And I don't say that about too many artists. I'm not getting sponsored by them, I promise. But yeah, they really deserve more support, because the talent there is just completely breathtaking. And I'm grateful to have been a part of it. Like I said, leave your mental health story in the comments below. That's how we shatter the stigma. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notification bell so you know immediately you're one of my first people to come in and check out new content. I love you guys so much.